How y'all doing out there this morning? We're going to talk to you about the 5 disadvantages of a sole proprietorship. It's a lot of theory out there, and everybody has their different opinions. So we're going to give you our opinion on the 5 disadvantages of a sole proprietorship. Disadvantage number 1: unlimited liability. So when you're picking your entity, again, disclaimer, you need to make sure that you go to a tax professional or attorney. This is just our opinion. But when you're picking your entity, you got to make sure what's beneficial to you and your business. Uh, One of the disadvantages of a sole proprietorship is unlimited liability, meaning you are the sole personal, your assets are at risk. The sole owner's personal assets, such as home, personal property, cars, and investments, are liable to be seized if necessary to pay for outstanding debts or liabilities. In other words, the proprietor and the business are deemed one and the same in the eyes of the law. What you'll see with other uh, entities is that that risk isn't just yours and yours alone. So be cautious of that in making your determination of what you're wanting to set your business up as. The second disadvantage: less financing capability. It's more difficult for a sole proprietor to borrow money than for a partnership with various partners or a corporation with a number of major shareholders. A lessor, when looking for security and evidence of outside resources, can turn other people connected with the business rather than just one person in a proprietorship. A partnership or a corporation can give an investor some form of equity position, which is not available in a proprietorship. So you can bring on a partner just so that you can establish credits, just so you can get funding for your business and just give them some type of equity stake in the business. Whereas with a sole proprietorship, you can't do that. Again, make sure you're cognizant of that. Third disadvantage: unstable duration of business. God forbid something happens to you, but the business is crippled or terminated because you are the sole proprietor. If you go, the business goes. That is, if you have no one appropriate to take over the business, it may be sold or liquidated. Such an unplanned action, though, may result in termination. So, you get that. Take that into consideration. You're the sole proprietor. If something happens to you, the business goes under. Number 4, sole decision making. Don't know that you'll always be right, but in partnerships or corporations, generally there is shared decision making or at least input. In Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill talks about mastermind. So when you have a partnership or a corporation, you have a mastermind, a group of individuals making those decisions, making it a lot easier. Uh, and a sole proprietorship is just one person involved. And if that person lacks business ability or experience, poor decision making can cause the business to suffer. You got to keep that in mind. Like when you bring on people that's strong where you weak. Like if you're good at sales, then you need people that are good at taxes, good at marketing, good at customer service. There's so many different facets of the business, and you got to be proficient at all of them as a sole proprietor. So understand that and move forward knowing that your strengths and weaknesses. Do a SWOT analysis. Uh, and fifth and final disadvantage is taxation. At a certain level of profit, there are disadvantages of a sole proprietorship. That's just all it is to it. When you get to a certain level of money, you'll get different advantages with being a corporation or a partnership. So, looking at different entity structuring again, you want to make sure what is advantageous for the business that you're going into. So that it's a win-win for you and the business and anybody else involved. If you've taken on any, if you take on any financial backing, then you got a partnership. But again, talk to your tax professional or an attorney to determine what is the best entity for your business to take on. And, pay them to do it, or you can do it yourself. But in one of the later videos, we will discuss how to do it yourself because it's pretty easy. But if you'd rather have a CPA or a lawyer to do it, that's more recommended to ensure that you're getting all the advantages of being a corporation. Again, look for these videos weekly. We just want to inform you on how to get funding for your business, how to run your business, marketing. We'll talk about all those things here in these videos because it is our desire to get your business in the zone. Peace and blessings.